Hello everyone, my name is Lewis, and here are 10 facts about the strongest battlegrounds you definitely didn't know. If you're new to my channel, please like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Now let's actually move on to our first fact, and that is about table flip. Let me just turn on all the settings real quickly. You might be wondering, oh, what's so special about table flip? Well, you know how table flip is an instant kill? Everyone knows that table flip is an instant kill, but have you ever survived a table flip? I bet you have. And the reason for this is actually pretty simple. The more dummies or players that are in the radius of the table flip, the less damage it'll do to some of the players. So I'm just gonna spawn a bunch of dummies real quickly. Alright, that's probably enough dummies. If we use table flip now, some of them are actually going to survive. As you can see, the damage kind of varies. We have 7%, we have 37% health, 67, and some of them didn't even take damage at all. Actually, a lot of them didn't take damage. So I thought that was pretty interesting. What? Dummy, get off! I don't want to smell your feet! I'm gonna kill you just for that one reason. Why are you making me sniff your feet, dude? Die! Get away! Anyways, it's time for our second fact. This isn't in the game anymore, but when the game first came out, or somewhere around that time, Guru didn't have his purple ultimate color. Instead, he had this weird, like, colored ultimate aura thing, but that is no longer in the game, but it's still a very interesting piece of history. While we're on the topic of Guru, did you know that Guru actually has 2 finishers? Yep, that's right. I'm not sure if it's still in the game or how to even, obtain it, but it's still pretty cool. So everyone knows this flowing water finisher, but there was actually a second one, which you'll be seeing on screen right now. I don't know how to actually obtain it or activate it, or if it's still even in the game, but I still thought it was interesting, so, might as well put it in this video. Our fourth fact is that some of the moves had more blood than usual. For example, flowing water. Again, whenever you use flowing water, there isn't any blood, but as you can see in some prototype footage right here, there is actually more blood spewing out. Alright, for this next one, I have to switch to Genos. I'm gonna quickly burn this tree. If you don't know what I'm trying to do, let me explain. So sometimes whenever you're fighting someone, maybe you're fighting like a metal bad, they use home run and then you get launched into the air, you will probably get caught by a tree and you'll be stuck in it. They made it so if you stay on a tree for way too long, it'll actually ragdoll you onto the ground. Here's what it's gonna look like. So you're gonna stand on a little bit and then you get flung off. And it was onto the sixth fact. You know how some of these cosmetics that we have kind of had like physics? Like the cape, scarf, and the bandages, and the slashes? Those have physics. But to reduce lag, the developers made it so if you're far away enough, this physics will actually not render at all. As you can see, I'm pretty close to my character, and it's moving my cape. But if we zoom out and then walk, as you can see, it has absolutely no physics at all, and it's just completely stiff. It might be hard to see, and this goes with every single cosmetic that has some physics property to it. Alright, let's move on to the next one. So I'm gonna need the fly command for this. You know these little snow things on the sides of the map? And also like in the spawning areas here. If we quickly go outside the map, you can see that some of the snow is actually slipping through the cracks of the map. If you're playing hide and seek for some reason in the strongest battlegrounds, this is a perfect place to hide. Look at me. Actually, you can't even see me. Anyways, this brings us to our 8th item on the list. Can you see it? It's right there. If you've been in the strongest battlegrounds community for a little bit now, you probably already know about this, but there are actually Genos arms for some reason outside of the map, and I have absolutely no idea why. Look how far away it is too. Like, look at that. We're under the map, and look at that. It's so conveniently placed and definitely not, scripted. That this is also our 9th item on the list, and it's the details. The details on some of the stuff for the characters is so good. Like, look at all that detail. So amazing. And this goes for other characters as well. For example, Sonic. Look at all that detail. They added like little divots into the thing. They even added like little rhombuses on it. The attention to detail is really insane. Like, look at that. They even added like little texturing on it. Even Brutal Demon has some little divots in its handle right here. They even have it for my boy Atomic Samurai. They added texturing.
Look at that. It's so detailed. Ah.
Our last item on the list is that you should subscribe to me. You have to subscribe to me. That is a fact. That is a fact that you have to subscribe to me right now. Subscribe right now, or also break your kneecaps. Please, please, please.